Hello and welcome to The Moral Limits. I'm Stuart Keller and with me is...
Alex.
And today we're going to be talking about Aquaman. Throne of Atlantis, the new live-action movie. What were your thoughts?
Well, the live-action one was better.
Far superior. Honestly, I don't have any complaints.
Other than the story, because there's it's not that it's a bad story. Mm-hmm. It's just a mediocre story. It's being outshined by how well the directors and the actors work together.
Here's the thing. When I rate a movie, if I give a movie 100 out of 100, it is because I don't have any complaints about it. It's because there isn't something that is bad about it. Sure, there might be 100 other movies that are better than this movie, or have done things better in this movie, but there's not a particular thing. Like a movie I give a 99% to is something where I watched a movie, I loved it, but there's like one fucking thing in there. Like for me, the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, there's one thing in the movie that bugs me. Other than that, the rest of the movie would be 100. It's when Will dies in the water, fake, and then comes back like 5 minutes later. It's like, it's fucking useless. But other than that, that's what I mean. But so we'll talk about Aquaman live action and we'll get into Throne of Atlantis. And I can see where you're coming from, because the weakest part of that movie is you say story. I would closer into just writing in general. It has such a ne'er-do-weller script that just does not stand out when you have a director, which every fucking fight scene, everyone's costuming, just, dude. How they filmed that scene in Sicily, you know what I mean? The fucking long shot of the chase throughout the fucking apartments, just buildings.
Just the housing.
Yeah. And then it goes to the roof. And then it pans out to the fucking bell, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit.
And there's little bits of comedy thrown in there too.
Yeah.
Like when like head of, or command of their little squad, whatever, of the Atlantean squad. You know, he gets his mask broken, and all the water pours out, and only, like, the royals can do it, so he sees the toilet. He doesn't know what a fucking toilet is.
Right.
And we're all fucking laughing, because he sticks his fucking head in there, and it's like...
It's like that one scene from Man of Steel where, they point out the S. You know, on his planet it means hope, but it's just like, from their culture to our culture, there's just little things that, comedic in translation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But... how'd you feel about the costuming in this movie?
It was a lot better than it could have been.
Oh, yeah.
There's only minor quips, like with Ocean Master, his helmet normally, wherever it's been depicted, it's like a full-style helmet that has the chin strap. Mm-hmm. And you can see the chin strap, when he's, like, bellowing out, talking to all the Atlanteans, you can see the metal kind of bend with his chin. Yeah. Which, at least with past depictions and how it would actually physically work, it just looks like a bad CGI job. Yeah.
It is so hard translating a comic book costume into a movie. Because if you just look...
I think you turn the amp on.
Something spooky is going on here, but focus. When translating a comic book costume, everything on a comic book page is really just like colors. You know what I mean? Like, you see Batman's costume, it's gray, it's black, it's even got shades of blue because of comic book color ink. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what material is it made out of? Because when you translate that to movie, just imagine if you just do spandex or tights or just plain cloth. It's going to look like the 60s Batman. Or if you do 1980s, you're going to get fucking rubber. If you go Nolan, you get fucking military, like Kevlar, like, spelunking.
The kind that are so tough that you just can't move your head. Yeah. You gotta move your whole body.
That's why I think one of the closest... I think the one I liked the most was Batman vs. Superman's, or just Ben Affleck's costume. The kind of material they went for.
It looks like the costume's too small for him.
No, but I'm saying, like, not so much the actor, but I mean, like, the texture.
Sure.
The material.
I just, at least with how his face looked, it just looked like the mask was kind of squishing his face in. Is that a harmonic?
I think someone's playing a tune in the other room, but I think overall, a lot of people have had varied opinions on the DCEU, but I think through and through the costuming I have really loved. The materials they go for to translate what's in the comic book to the real screen, like Wonder Woman's costume, fantastic. I think the weakest costume of the Justice League characters, Flash. Yeah?
Cyborg.
Is Cyborg by the end, though?
Cyborg by default.
No. I'm saying Cyborg's costume at the end I actually really liked when it goes to that, he gets an upgrade at the end of the movie, but
it's like the difference between the first 5 Transformer movies and the fucking the new one.
Right, but I think we can agree Flash and Cyborg at the bottom. They definitely, that's like their year 1 costume. They're still working out the Spider-Man Homecoming bugs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and even with that Flash, I would have preferred it if it was a different Flash, not Barry.
What do you mean?
Well, this is supposed to be Barry Allen, right?
Right, but he's got the personality of a Wally.
Yeah, he's more of a Wally.
I understand that. But keeping with costumes, going back to Aquaman, it's kind of easy with, like, Wonder Woman, you kind of give her, like, this Greek gladiator-looking costume. It really translates well. But how the fuck do you take green tights and an orange tight, like, combination? How do you make that look cool?
It's not always like that. There's been many
iterations. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there's some where he's shirtless. But I'm saying
there's one where the color palette's, like, blue and gray.
Yeah. But I'm saying specifically the classic costume, which they tackled. They somehow took the goofiest costume and made it look like fucking badass.
Like, you probably remember, on the internet maybe 5-6 years ago, like, Aquaman was like the gayest Justice League character of them all. 5 or 6
years ago, I wrote a short story where there was literally a whole scene in a car where they were just roasting the shit out of Aquaman. I had characters calling him, like, Nazi propaganda because he had blonde hair, blue eyes. Like, the only reason why DC even keeps the character around, hold on.
He didn't have blue eyes in this movie.
He did not at all. But you know who did? Fucking Orm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was...
Pure blood.
Pure blood. I thought that was a good type. But they were also calling him, the only reason why DC keeps Aquaman around is to make the other characters look better. I roasted the shit out of Aquaman, and honestly, I can't even release that short story now because it's null and void, you know what I mean? The topic of Aquaman being the punchline of DC is gone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Green Lantern is now probably the low point of main stage.
Only the live action.
Yeah.
The animated version is like one of the best characters.
Oh, yeah.
Because Nathan Fillion exists.
Yeah, when we get into more of Throne of Atlantis, I definitely got some things to say about Nathan Fillion. Definitely a highlight of the movie. But not just Aquaman. So they definitely... I loved how they got like this...
Fuck you just looking at.
What's up, camera person? You ain't got a voice?
Well, the last time I helped you guys film, you told me to not speak or I would be kicked out.
Yeah, because that's a short film where the cameraman's not supposed to speak.
You're not in focus, but I'm recording all of this.
When you go to start the scene, have it lit. Why do race cars not need headlights?
Because the track is always lit.
Ka-wow.
No, it's ka-chow.
Oh, ka-wow.
Sets really bring out Alex's best side.
What?
I said, sets really bring out Alex's best side.
You haven't seen me till Wait, hold on.
You haven't seen me till I fucking put you through that fucking wall!
No, where was that energy during the last take?
Break your camera. And then
But now I would like
soul.
to point out, in the thing, it reflects.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, it's good.
He's good. He's all good.
He's Gucci, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
No, when you and Jesus were doing podcasts in your room, and I would help you, you had me shut up, or I'd get
Jesus
out.
is like the Christian Bale of podcasts.
Like this in the background. What the fuck is it with you?
He's fucking professional. If someone goes around fucking with the lines,
What don't you fucking understand?
Because Jesus, he takes his role seriously. When he takes on the role of Jesus Sandoval, he believes that he's Jesus Sandoval. But back to the costuming. Overall, what did you think of Aquaman's costume? The material,
Which one?
The final one.
It could have been better, but it could have gone a lot worse, to be honest.
What would you have done to make it better? I mean, like, what would you point out?
I didn't like how bright the orange was. I thought it could have been a little, like, if you look at the Throne of Atlantis one, that was a little more toned back kind of orange.
See, I liked because it came from a royal cane, but it actually didn't look too much orange to me. It came off more as like a golden.
Yeah, it was a lot darker orange in Throne of Atlantis.
Oh, I agreed. But
and I just never really cared for that really bright neon orange of the original.
Yeah, when I was watching Throne of Atlantis, there are things about that movie that I absolutely love, and there are things that I fucking hate. You know what I mean? And some of it are the costumes. Like, some costumes I really fucking like, and some I really fucking hate. You know what I mean?
Because
why does Superman in the New 52 have a goddamn turtleneck? It's fucking stupid.
Why does his neck keep changing proportions depending on the shot?
Wonder Woman has it too.
Did you see Captain Marvel from the backside? Did you see his neck?
Yeah.
It was fucking massive.
Did you see Black Manta's neck was bigger than his mask?
Yeah.
Dude, it looked like a fucking chode penis.
Black Manta had probably the worst voice acting. Not because of the voice, but because how they directed him to say things.
We're going to take a quick break from the live-action Aquaman and go straight into Throne of Atlantis, because Black Manta, I fucking hated him. Because
he had mommy issues.
Dude.
Gets eaten by shark immediately, just praising.
As soon... I honestly appreciate the ambient music being played for us.
Bye, cameraman.
I want to go see
camera person.
Camera Gwyn.
No.
It's what the kids go with these days. When Black Manta came on the scene in the movie, and he is automatically already Orm's bitch, I'm just like, what? What the fuck?
But not really Orm's bitch.
No, but I'm just like, okay.
But also, like...
how did he get there? Why is he in Atlantis? And then, by the end of the movie...
I thought they were going for like a Jafar thing.
I thought so too, but then I'm thinking, I'm just like, hold on. What is his motivation? What does this man want?
He's not even part Atlantean. He's just a surface dweller with a helmet.
Yeah.
And Queen Atlantis just like, okay.
Literally at the end of the movie, I turn to Anna Maria and I'm just like, what is his motivations? What does this man want? And he literally says, once I turn that mommy issue bitch against everyone and he destroys the world, I'll take all the treasure of Atlantis.
Nothing anymore because he's dead.
And he just dies. And I'm just like, one?
Let's say pull some bullshit where he's actually alive in the shark.
Outrageous.
I love Black Manta in the comic books. He was probably the only thing about Aquaman that I ever thought was cool. Because he had a badass
super
design.
like fucking nerfed.
Yeah.
It didn't even like sizzle Aquaman's suit at all. It just kind of knocked him back.
And it wasn't just Black Manta who was fucking nerfed in this movie. Orm! He was OP as fuck, but he was annoying as shit. I hated his...
his voice acting was pretty much just as bad as Black Manta's too.
Yeah, except worse because he talked more and he was more annoying. Which is a real shame, because you know who did the voice acting for him? Sam Witwer. Yeah! That's how bad the voice direction was. You had an amazing actor.
These are these heroes. These are who are protecting the surface.
Children?
This tone that doesn't seem to change, even though it probably should.
At all? He just did that. The entire... He sounded like fucking Jerry Seinfeld trying to be a villain. It was fucking painful.
Do you like fish?
Before... You've seen the Justice League animated series, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so... I fucking hated Aquaman. He's just a goddamn dick.
Here's the thing. I fucking hate Trump.
I fucking hate Aquaman.
Welcome back.
Perhaps he was wondering where someone should have before throwing it on a plane.
Perhaps I was wondering why wouldn't you say that in front of the camera?
It's terrible voice acting.
What matters is our plan. For lunch. You know, we're talking about a condo purchase.
Are you talking about Ram Ranch or ramming lunch?
I'm talking about ramming this deal, this hot deal on a ski resort in Aspen, Colorado through
Through what?
you. This city offers many such amenities, such as hundreds of ski slopes year-round,
Golden tablets that start an entire new religion.
slot machines,
Does it come with golden showers?
beer and hookers. Yes.
But camera back over here. Sam Witwer. How the fuck did they fuck him up?
They didn't. They had the voice actor for the original Superman, and they didn't use him for Superman. That's my answer.
Okay, overall, front of Atlantis, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Thumbs up, but it's like a C.
I gotta say,
It's like it's a C barely passing.
I got
Down all around.
thumbs up his own ass. I gotta say, for me, it's a thumbs down. It's a thumbs down, but there are a lot of things I like about it. You know what I mean? One of them being Nathan Fillion. Secondly, I don't know who did the voice, but Flash I thought did a great job as well.
Yeah, like Flash, Batman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, Superman didn't have a whole lot of parts.
You know how I know the mass producer is a mass producer?
Yeah.
Because he has a minor in the closet.